This is my review of and comparison between two blockers. We've got the Bauer S170 entry-level blocker versus the Brian's Pro Optik blocker. So if we just have a quick look at the two blockers here, you can see some of the differences would be some higher end material used in design and obviously customization. I designed what colors went in here, so that's certainly a differentiation between these two blockers. The other piece would be around just the look of the logo and what have you, and some of the wear on this blocker, and the graphics are starting to go. Now this blocker's been used for the last 9 months or so. This is brand new and used twice. So from a timing perspective, you can't really compare. If you look closely at these two blockers, you can see they're the same, roughly the same height. The Brian's actually is slightly wider. If you look here, you can see it's probably, I would say almost a centimeter wider, which is interesting. And then I do like the angle of the Bauer a little bit better than the Brian's. You can see slightly more upturn there. If we look at the sidewall of each of these blockers, quite different. This blocker's sidewall I haven't been that impressed with because of some of the scuffing with the stick in here and all. So you can see here the Bauer really gets stuck in that spot there, and there's no, it's a little bit too tight for my liking. You can hear it squeaking there. So there could be some wear and tear there eventually. That would be a problem. Versus the Brian's, if we compare, let's see, nice gap here and no scuffing. Okay. If we look at the underbelly and the hand and the palm of each of these gloves, you can see some differentiation there. The palm area, I think, is better material on the Brian's versus the Bauer. One of the reasons I did go with this blocker is just the finger protection is, best in class. You've got this great finger protection component here, and then these fingers have protection on the top, and this one has it right on the tip of the finger. And then you also have these adjustments here where you can adjust how this length goes up and down. That's great. And you've got the BOA system to adjust your wrist. Here you have to open this up, and then adjust, which isn't that bad. I'm just not a fan of this big buckle thing. I don't like the look of it. The flex of the cuffs is equal, maybe slightly advantage to the Brian's because of this thing, but it's the Bauer does have a nice flexible cuff, which I like. Other than that, it's, in my opinion, they offer a lot of the same components. It's just that finger protection is just so important, in my opinion. I've had a couple pucks ride up here, and I've had to mod this elastic here on this Bauer because I got a puck right there, and this elastic used to be like this, so there's like no protection. So that's the Bauer S170 versus your Optik, and yeah, that's what you get for upgrading to a higher end blocker. If you're going to the higher end, I'd highly recommend this. If you're on a budget, I would consider the Bauer, but I would also look at some other price options with a little bit better finger protection. So that's me, Adam Cooper, Goalie Czar, and please don't hesitate to ask questions, add comments, and follow me on YouTube and Twitter. And thanks for taking the time to watch this.